Osio, what's up, beautiful souls? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mamina. You can call me Mina for short, or Divine Star Seed. This is a pick a card for the collective. Only take what resonates to and for you. Leave what doesn't. Tap into your intuition and use your discernment throughout. Two very powerful beings channeled to be a part of this message to deliver it to you. We have Bastet for Pile 1, the moon energy version of her. And we have Anubis for Pile 2. So you can either choose Bas or Anubis for your piles. They gave me an interesting number sequence for you guys to get balanced in. So this time, instead of it just being one number and then you inhale, hold, and breathe it out, it's going to be inhale for 6, hold the breath for 2, and then release the breath for 3. So inhale 6, hold 2, release 3. When you feel grounded, then choose your pile. You can pause the video and do that as many times as you need to. I will see you at your chosen. All right, pile 1, before we get into the cat tarot for you, let's roll your dice. Oop, one always wants to be the straggler. Come on. Okay. 7, 60, which is 6, 10, 5, 1, and then another 1. Those are your numbers for your message, your personal number. Remember, the number from the intro is important for both piles. So if you're led to watch both, cool. But the intro's numbers, that was just for the overall message. These numbers here are your personal numbers for pile 1. Okay, let's get into your message. We're dealing with cycles, changes, because we have her in the moon energy here. We're dealing with feminine secrets, so that feels like magic right now. Magical energy, alchemized energy, flowing through the divine feminine portal. For masculines, it's tapping into that, tapping into your inner feminine energy, which can happen for you through expression. If you're not one that's used to expressing yourself, you're not one that's used to being mindful of the thoughts and what you communicate to not only your own person, but to other people. Not only to yourself, like your thoughts, like what do you tell yourself on a regular basis? This is an important time of manifestation. Abundance is key throughout the rest of this month. Bear that in mind. A lot of what you think, even in your just passerby times, can manifest. So catch yourself when you find your thoughts going somewhere they don't need to be. It's not like you might be able to prevent it all the time, but you can catch yourself and get back on point, get back in center. Divine Feminines, your moon centers are of importance right now. So if you don't know what your moon centers are, you can look it up. They're parts of the body that tell you what emotion you're in throughout the day, and you can actually align it with the moon. So, for example, today's moon center for me is in my thigh. For others, it could be in the bosom. There's different parts of the body, both intimate and otherwise, that center can be centered in. And then when you look it up, you can see which emotion is a part of that energy. Masculines, there's a different version of this for you guys. It operates with the sun and it works a bit different. But for feminines, it's based on those moon centers. So something that you might want to look into if you don't know about it already. And it'll help you with your manifestation, because for both masculines and feminines who chose this group, manifestation is of the utmost importance. But, you know, ladies, get in tune with your body. Get in tune with your feminine essence on both the mental, spiritual, and physical level. Your sexual occupation can be what it may. But this is about getting really grounded in the archetype here and tapping into that power. So let's see what's going on. Pile 1, what's going on? I keep seeing the number 3, so 3 is really of importance for this group as well. We have 5 of Wands, ooh, well, that tried to go flying. We have 4 of Wands, and we have the Page of Cups. Okay. With the Five of Wands, I'm not sensing conflict in the sense of fighting other people. Some of you could be going through that. This is more like needing to get things in order, trying to figure something out and having a bit of a challenge with that, with figuring something out. It's important that you do this though, because there's a major event coming up. Some of you could be planning an event, but I feel like for many of you, this is an event that you're not quite aware of. It's something that you can feel. You know the expression, you don't know how you know, but you just know? That for some of you, that's the psychic awareness that's been heightening over this time. And you keep getting this vibe and this vibration that something major is about to happen, something big, and you want to be prepared for it. It's going to be beneficial to you, but you're kind of sporadic right now. You're like, your focus is all over the place. So it's time to rear that focus in. You're in a space right now and or dealing with people that nothing can grow there. It's a burden land. Okay? Nothing of substance can come. And this could be another reason why so many things feel so disorganized. You're in a place that isn't vibrationally aligned with you anymore. And it's time for you to start planning and making the decisions to move on and move into greener pastures, as they would say, because you definitely want to be prepared for when that invite comes in, for when it's time to go to that next level. Important people are going to start coming in your life. And when I say important, don't mistake that for meaning that they have to necessarily be like some big wig, right? This could be a friendship that really turns into a blessing in your life. This could be, going into a job where the co-workers you work with, it's like a family vibe instead of just dog eat dog world. Whatever that may be for you, you don't want to underestimate the people that you meet over the next couple of months. Yes, this reading is in October, but I feel like some of these meetings are spread out a bit here. Some of these invitations are spread out. For many of you, this is just an invitation to live in a better life. It's like you finally enter this new space. You're taking center stage. This Four of Wands energy, a lot of times in that card, you would see like a platform, right? Some of you have a person entering your life who has a platform you can utilize, whether it be on social media and it's going to help you grow your personal business, or whether it just be someone who maybe they're known in the community and they can help you with some things you're trying to start. Some of you want to start nonprofits, because I just heard nonprofit. What you believe is what will be. So where you put your focus and your thoughts and how much you invest in those, that's what's going to manifest. So catch yourself when you find your energy going to a negative place. And again, for a lot of you, there's some energies you got to get rid of. You got to remove. But this is the time. The messages have already been coming through for many of you that it's time to pack your bags and get going. There's an energy calling you to move. And where is it moving towards? It's moving towards that Four of Wands right there. Yes, the Page of Cups can be messages of romance as well, union, meeting with people. But a lot of times it's saying, hey, this is the time to express your creativity, and I'm guiding you to where you need to be to express it to its fullest capacity. Just be mindful. Be mindful to take your time, because a lot of times the pages, they represent young energy. Things coming full circle and coming into crystal clear vision, but still being curious and still being a bit naive. You want to pretty much remind yourself that you're a student. You're both at times the teacher, but the teacher's always the student. You never stop being the student. So take time to absorb information, but filter out what you don't need. Okay? Don't let your feelings get overwhelmed. Don't fall for something too quickly. Like, oh, this appears too good to be true, so now I'm going to fall into a depression. Oh, this appears like it's perfect, so I'm going to just rush into it. Pace yourself a bit here. Water has a lot to deal with changing tides and waves. And this is an energy that's courageous. The youthful ones tend to be excited. They'll just jump into some ish sometimes. And that's going to be important here too. But I'm just hearing, know when to pace yourself. Pay attention to what your intuition is telling you, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. And a lot of you, this is a part of that cycle energy. You're cycling out of a certain vibration here. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles, 5, 10, completion. You know, the first 5 can represent having to realize what the issue is and getting gear. The second 5 is like, oh, that's why I went through that. That's why I had to change it. The third 5, when you get the 555, the third 5 is the coming full circle. It's the, now I'm moving in the right direction. Now I'm going forward. You have your first stage here, which is getting things in order, figuring something out. You have this next stage, which is, this is what you're cycling out of this lack mentality, this depleted energy. Whether it's feeling like you have to use someone or being the person that was used, it's leaving that vibration behind. Notice they're not out in the cold. You know, they're indoors in that 5 of Pentacles. They're not out in the cold, but emotionally and just, it's like they're not enjoying what's around them in their space. I feel like my lighting is getting weird or something. The camera's looking wet. Anyway, we fixed the problem. So you see how they look like they're indoors, right? And if you kind of pay attention to the surroundings, it's quite luxurious. She's bored. She's bored. She's been used all up. She's done enough using. You see what I mean? It's like this. We might look like we have everything, but not satisfied. Just because of where you are may seem like it has what you think you need, it doesn't mean that you can go any further in that space. So here's the gradient energy. You're leaving this energy of, okay, there's nothing here, nothing left. I'm trying to get things in order. I'm a little confused on how to do it. It's a bit of a challenge. Into realizing the reason I'm having such a challenge is because either the people I'm dealing with or where I'm at just isn't serving anymore. It's whatever it was meant to do, it's done it. There's major events about to take place, major people, opportunities coming in your life where you're going to have to take center stage. And in order for you to really be able to do that, this energy here has to be let go of. You can't feel like you're in lack, especially when you're trying to manifest abundance. You can't focus on lack energy. You can't focus on being disoriented energy. So it's time to, it might be a challenge, but it's time to get things in order and move forward. And then we have the Page of Cups here saying, yes, good news is on the way. Pack your bags. It's going to be time to express yourself, get your ideas out there. Just be cautious, a little mindful and cautious, not scared. Okay, don't confuse the two. All right. Now that we got the camera fixed, hopefully we don't have no more camera issues, because I want to get this message out as quick as I can for you guys. All right, let's see what else we got going on. We have Robin Hood, and he's here as justice. Get this to focus for y'all so y'all can really see the detail. He's here as justice, divine order. Like I said, getting your things in order. If you had some type of legal situation going on, it's that getting in order. You might have felt like, okay, I'm going through this crap. I can't really enjoy my time right now. There will be a chance to enjoy your time. You will have the opportunity to. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Victory is yours. Stand in your personal power. Justice is also just here saying, look, good karma is coming your way. Don't stress. Don't stress out, baby. Don't stress out. Let's get some goddess messages. I have to like reach around my tripod to get these cards, so might be moving a little slow. See what some goddesses have to say about this energy coming your way. We have pleasures. So this is going from the challenged energy, what am I going to do? I'm a little confused as to what to do, into, oh, I can enjoy this. Let me tap into this pleasure vibration. Because again, this is the month of manifestation. When your thoughts start to go somewhere crazy, reel it in. Clear it out. Reel it in, clear it out. You ain't got time for that. You got to focus on where you have to focus on being in the mentality of the type of lifestyle and abundance and prosperity that you want to come in. Make it happen now by feeling it now and acting from that energy instead of that, I'm depleted. Oh, I can't really enjoy what's around me. You might not like where you are right now. This could be work for many of you. Like, you're like, I can't stand this job. It just, every day it drains me. Focus, get something in your area, in your work, little cubicle, whatever, that you can focus on. I don't care if it's one of those hand thingies you squeeze for stress, that can help you relieve that energy. And then envision yourself where you want to be, in the position you want to be in, and let that be the energy that carries you through. Okay? Because you have a major blessing coming here, and your guardians and guides don't want you to miss this opportunity. Healing. Look at that. Confirmation again. Healing energy. Healing whatever was going on there. The pleasure will help you with that. Pleasure is a very powerful energy to manifest with. Okay? This is why intimacy, sex is sacred, because you can manifest, and every time you're laying, everything that you feel and think in the moment, you can utilize to manifest with. So that's why you have to be careful with that energy too. Yes, the Four of Wands can talk about unions, and yes, the Page can talk about somebody wanting to come in and say, hey, I like you. Can we talk? Be mindful of the energies and cautious of the energies that you engage with. And notice the sun got brighter as I said that. It got dim when I had to fix the video, and now it's getting brighter again. That's a sign for you. The sun's coming out. There's an opportunity to shine here. Shadows are passing. So pay attention. You let and pay attention. Because there are temptations out there. Pleasure, healing, temptation. There are temptations out there, and you want to make sure that you're engaging with the right energies. Okay? That's where you want your focus to be right now. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have another Egyptian deity with contentment. There's an opportunity to be content. We're going to keep this balance by going into some gods and titans energy. So see the goddess energy here as your inward vibration that's ready to express, that's ready to come forward. And see the god, the masculine energy, as your outward actions, the things that you're going to take action on and moves, the plans that you're going to make. Okay? So inwardly tapping into personal pleasure. Divine feminines, like I said, the moon center is getting in tune with the body. Divine masculine is getting in tune with your body and getting in tune with your feminine side so that you can heal. And as you heal, you open the door to being sure that you understand the difference between opportunity versus temptation. You know, positive intent versus, oh, I dressed this up to look positive, but I'm really trying to screw you over. You're able to see the truth. You won't always know how you know. You'll just know. And then the confirmations will fall into place afterwards. So you'll be able to relax in that knowledge. Ooh. Considering Bass is here, we got raw power. What'd I tell you? Stand in your personal power. Stand in your personal power. Of the utmost importance right now. Let go of anything holding you back. Free yourself of that. You have the ability. It's within you to do so. You just gotta focus. You can't make it up. Look at the order of that. The order of that. Pleasure, power. Healing, focus. Temptation. And let's see what's gonna line up with that. Oop! Without me even having to do much. Lord, perfection. Bruh. Perfection. Be mindful of the temptations of perfection too, my loves. Don't rush it. Stay balanced. In fact, the bottom of the deck, for that, we actually have balance. Don't rush it. Stay balanced. And to finish your reading off, Pile 1. We're going to get a tarot from the Never Ending Story Tarot. We have the High Priestess, going within, the mystical, and in action. So remember what I said about tapping into the feminine energy, be you masculine, be you man or woman. There's different ways to do it. When you're a man, there's a different way to get in tune with the feminine energy. And it takes a little more practice because you're used to everything just being outward expression, action, action, black or white. For the feminine energy, it's already an inward expression. So it's about going within and healing what's necessary, because we naturally have the ability to flow what's in us out. We have that ability naturally. It's organic to us. So it's getting more in tune with it and getting more comfortable with it. Sometimes feminine women aren't always comfortable with their feminine allure, with their enchanting energy. You've been misled about it a lot of times. False things have been taught and false things have been practiced. But you need to go within to get in tune. So this is the perfect message for you. Pile 1, I pray that resonated for you. You might want to communicate with her more often, especially in the moon energy. She's a great protector. She's also great for those who are looking into fertility as well. She helps with the health, with protecting you in health. I pray that this resonated for you. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. All right, pile 2. Let's get into you. We're going to start off by rolling your dice. You chose Anubis, and the Ankh is standing out to me. So wisdom in the key of life is important. You might have an Ankh tattoo on your arm. Someone else has it like on their bosom, either in the center of your chest or on the bosom, like actually on the bosom. That's an important sign for someone here. Maybe you were thinking of getting it, but he can represent the transformation process. He's the person that embalms. So he can represent preparing to go through a transformation or the transformation itself, and also divine judgment. There's a divine judgment taking place here in your favor. It's either you having the ability to be more discerning and use better judgment, or it's saying that some type of calling is compelling you. And considering the Ankh is involved here as a symbolism, you're being called to do something massive. This is masculine energy, God energy. So a lot of this is going to have to do with taking action, seizing your moments and opportunities. Whereas the feminine energy in pile 1 focuses a bit more on the inner work, and then how that inner work translates into taking action. So if you were moved to watch pile 1, I highly recommend it. Let's get into your numbers. One more time. Hopefully that's not too loud in y'all's ear. Okay, we have 11, 12, 4, 6, 8, and 30. Those are the numbers for you, pile 2. Let's go head on into your message and see what wisdom and the keys of life are coming to you. I'm hearing Alicia Keys. I don't know why. Like, I'm hearing her tone, like her voice. Maybe someone has a voice like that. Like, that's how you talk. You talk kind of like she does. You could be from New York. I'm hearing, what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. But only that part. Only that part. So it may not be the whole song that's of significance here. It might be that kind of tone. And that little part of what goes around comes around, what goes up must come down. Divine judgment, divine alignment. Ooh, we have the Empress. 5 of Cups, 5 of Water. Okay, and 9 of Wands. Just starting off with these 3. With the Empress energy here, it's time to sit in that confidence and realize what you have the power to create and give name to. And I do mean what I say about give name to. We don't give things names, just so we can apply a role. That's not really the nature of giving the name to something. We give it name to make it live so that it exists. It is acknowledged. right? We know that energy exists, but notice that we have different descriptions for different types of energy. And that helps us to harness and or vanquish, purify those said energies. It's like when people do, I don't know why this is channeling, but go with it. When people do like exorcisms, right? Knowing the name of the entity that they want to cast out tends to be of importance. That's not in every culture, but in many cultures it's of importance. Or at least figuring out what kind of entity they are. There's something that needs to be expelled from your surrounding. This is actually within you. There's something that has to be expelled within you. They were showing me like an energy surrounding you, but now they're showing it go into this silhouette of a body that I'm seeing. So something's kind of like been taking up space and sort of stifling your energy, making you tired. There's so many messages coming in and you don't know what to do, because it's like, I get the message, but when I go to deliver it or when I go to act upon it, I'm so fatigued, I'm so tired. That's because there's an energy kind of like trying to invade and keep you from growing, keep you from expanding. But growth is of the utmost importance here. Give name to yourself by recognizing the power you have. I am powerful. We are powerful. This type of energy, because some people, the we is stronger to them than just saying I. It's like speaking to yourself almost like a collective. For some people that gives them more, they feel more connected to source that way. Whichever way you want to word it. It's realizing that you have the ability to create and give name to that which you create, which in return, it makes it live. It makes it breathe. Even I myself channeled a message like that just the other day, where literally I heard the being say to me, give it a name, give me a name. It was two different voices. So you might be getting a similar message where something inside of you is saying, I want to be expressed on the outer. There's some type of invasive energy here that doesn't belong to me, and I want to expel it so that I'm able to be in my fullest power. Give this power some type of description, some type of image. So meditate on that. Really meditate on that. If you know how some people create their room as their sacred space, give your room a name that resonates power to you. It doesn't have to be an actual word. It can be a sound. It can be a vibration. That's why I keep hearing Keys. Like I'm hearing Alicia Keys talk. And if you're used to how she talks, it's normally kind of calm. You know, she talks really calm and smooth. She'll say, you know, me and Swiss. Maybe you need some type of calming tones around you, like sounds, voices. Maybe you're kind of loud sometimes. You might overtalk at times and you need to calm it down, because some of the lessons that are coming in here, you're going to want to be calm as you transition through them. Your journey is one that's leading you to an amazing outcome here. With the 5 of Wands, notice how he's covering his ears. Like he doesn't want to hear something. Like, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Something is being ignored that's invading your personal being. It's having an effect on me. You might be snappier than usual, louder than usual. Maybe you're around a bunch of different people talking and it's just getting to you. It's making you feel kind of like, it's too much. This is too much. It's overwhelming me. I don't want to hear anymore. But Spirit is saying, listen, you have the ability within you to cast out anything that doesn't belong. You know how I tell you guys, bad habits most of the time are adopted behavior that you then become used to, and you start to identify it as a part of you, but really it's an outside thing. You wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for certain situations happening. If I remove those situations, you wouldn't even have whatever that bad habit is. So just like that habit got in, is how you can get it out. But you've got to allow yourself to have that moment of realization. You can't ignore it. It's not something you can ignore. All right? You have the ability. You're getting a bit tired because this is something. This could be depression for some of you. This could just be dealing with people who maybe told you things about yourself and you started going, yeah, well, like when people say, you ain't, you know, I'm going, yeah, I know I ain't shit. I ain't, you're starting to like speak it over yourself, and it's starting to play out in the things you do. This is very specific. You need to get this out of your system. You need a place that you can vent. You need a place that you can start to see that nothing is cut off from you. Nothing can take from you. And if you're allowing yourself to believe it can, it starts to seep into your system, and then you start acting from that place, and you're not meant to. There's something greater for you here. Stay resilient. Don't give in to whatever this, like I said, for some of you, it might be depression. You have a power growing in you that wants to be recognized. It wants to be given a name. And again, the name doesn't have to be a word. Our first form of language is sound, harmonies, vibrations simultaneously. The vibration came through as a sound. So what vibration is calling to you? And if you had to think of a melody in a set of keys or strings or whatever instrument, percussions even, that would apply to that, maybe you need to play that sound. Some of you may play an instrument. You may have a musical ear, because I'm hearing sounds. That will be the name of that energy. So do you identify with your power feeling like a drumming, like it's a rhythm, like it's a pulse? Then that's the name. That's the sound. That's your drumming. Listening to drums, especially in the tone. Is it a mid-tone? Is it a high tone? Listening to it. Is it a lot of rapping? Just a lot of rapping on the drums quickly. Something that makes your body want to move. This feels tribal. It feels tribal, and it feels a bit primal, and the primal makes sense because of the masculine energy here. So there's a need for your body to be in motion, to be in movement right now. That's a part of giving your power a name, giving it recognizing the vibration of it. Some of you might actually go as far as like hearing a name for this energy. This could be your soul name trying to come through right now. The more that I'm talking about this, the more that I'm seeing before me, the more I'm like, yeah, this could be your soul name. Once you figure that name out, or figure the rhythm of that name out, nothing can invade your person anymore, because you know who you are. You don't continue to identify with things that don't align with who you are anymore. I feel like this will make sense where it needs to, when it needs to whom it needs to. You're watching for a reason. We have 8 of Pentacles. Oop, and we have the Pyramid. With the 8 of Pentacles, it's you taking the time to meditate, practice, learn. Something's growing, and it wants to be given life. It wants to start to sprout out. The thing that wants to get life within you is a part of you. The thing that needs to be expelled, it's what's been invading your energy and keeping you from being able to do the work that's necessary. You have all the talents you need. You have all the tools necessary. You have the tools necessary right now to expand upon this energy, and then gain more tools that you need later on down the line to complete whatever this is, whatever this vibration is. We have the Pyramid here, which is also the Tower. This is how quickly those walls that have been keeping you stuck will crumble when you tap into this energy. There's this, like, I'm hearing sweet, go with it, I'm hearing sweet destruction. Something that looks like it's just falling down all around you, but when you think about it, it's like, actually that wasn't serving me. Whatever that thing is that's falling down around me, it actually felt like a cage to me. I was actually getting really tired trying to defend something or protect something that was draining so much from me. I know I need to be resilient because something better's on the way. And Spirit said, well, the better is here. In that crumbling, in those ashes comes out the phoenix, comes out this energy that expands across the sky, and it goes higher to a place where it can no longer be touched. I believe for some of you, this is figuring out your soul name. Not just the name your mom and your dad gave you, but the name that resonates in your essence. Like when some of us are talking with our mentors and they give us names based on the energy that they see in us. So they may say Devi for some of us. They may say Guru or Yogi. This is the kind of power that you're tapping into. And that's why something worked so hard to keep it dormant. And I find it interesting that I heard a similar phrase to what I myself was channeling earlier. That whole, like, give it a name, give me a name, give this power a name. What's its vibration? The moment you identify it that way, you can no longer deny it, and then you'll act upon it. You'll act from that position. We have Two of Swords. Mentally getting imbalanced, tapping into your other senses. This is a very psychic reading right now, very mystic reading. Say less, the Magician. Yeah, this is the power you're working with right now. Because we're dealing with Anubis assisting us with this message, we're going to dive into the gods and titans deck first, and then the goddesses. And we'll finish it off with the Never-Ending Story Tarot. Let's get further clarification on this message. Oh, I knew it. Ooh. Protection. Anubis himself. Oh, it's so much I want to say right now, and I'm holding back. It's so much I want to say right now. He said, let me let you know I got you. Okay? Yes, there's an energy trying to invade, but I got you. Yes, you're going through a transformation, but I'm helping you handle that. And I am damn good at my job. Oh, this energy that's following with the protection, you literally have the energy of Anubis with you. You have the energy of Anubis with you. Take that how it resonates for you. Some of you may already work with this energy. Somebody wanted an Ankh tattoo on their arm. You might have wanted a tattoo that's like Anubis holding the Ankh, or like his head looking like it's coming through the Ankh. Somebody wanted that like maybe on their chest, like right in the center. You're drawn to this energy. And the reason you're drawn to it, it's not about the death energy. Remember, death in this culture, in this essence, isn't death. It's the new life. There's a new life, but in order for that new life to come, the old must crumble. What wasn't serving before must fall in order for the new. I don't even feel like you're building something in the same place. I feel like you're going to a whole different space altogether. Everything's going to feel completely new. Everything's going to be different. As you tap into this personal power, you are divinely protected. And this being here does not play about protection. I myself have called on the energy of Anubis many a time when having to walk home from somewhere late at night with my mom. He will show up. He will be there. There's so much I could say right now, but this is a collective reading and not a personal reading. These other senses heightening within you are going to be of so much importance. So pay close. I cannot stress this enough. Pay close attention. Utilize your discernment, because a lot of the choices coming in here, we have communication. And Two of Swords channels in my readings as telepathy. These beings are going to start communicating. They're going to start talking. They're going to start talking. If they're not already talking to you, to help you get rid of whatever this is that's trying to throw you off your path so that you can manifest correctly. It's important that you get rest. It's important that you get sleep. And many of these beings are going to be talking to you in your dreams. Some of you might be fighting in your sleep. So you might wake up at times with like certain marks on yourself. Like, where did this come from? How did I get this bruise here or there? And especially if you live by yourself, you're like, where's all this coming from? That's you fighting in your sleep, as my mother would say. But you're divinely protected, though. Whatever's trying to come against you, it don't know what it's up against. Whoever's trying to do something, this could be, look, I don't play with that energy around here. Somebody could be calling themselves trying to put something on you to take your energy from you, to take your luck, to put you in this lack kind of vibration, make you adopt traits and things that aren't your own, like make you act out more. You can't accept your abundance because you're always depressed. Something that just is not natural to you. And they could be doing this because they don't want you to tap into your power. They don't want you to realize who you are. Maybe it'll free you from who they are. October's been a lot about freeing oneself from negative people, situations, and places. Y'all better be paying attention. Nobody here can tell you what to do. I can only be the spiritual mentor that gives you the message. It's up to you what you do with it. But There are no coincidences. That's not a coincidence. If you feel led to watch Pile 1, I recommend that you do. For the feminine energy, I definitely recommend that you do. For the feminine energy, we have temptation. See what I'm saying? Things are trying to tempt you, and your protection, your higher self that wants to come through, your hidden self that wants to be recognized, given a name. And that's what given the name means here. Recognize me. It's trying to help you navigate. It's telling you, look, there's some things out here tempting your energy and making you either act out or putting you in situations that aren't comfortable, not just for growth, but to discourage you in some capacity. Be mindful what you talk over yourself. Be careful with that whole, I'm being slow, I'm stupid. I get you might have said it as a joke, but October, this is not the season for that. Watch what you say. Speak power over yourself. What you do in the moment is molding the future. Bear that in mind. I'm not telling you that you're not going to slip up maybe on occasion, but catch yourself. Catch yourself. There's no excuse to not catch yourself. Authenticity. And that's right here with communication. Communicate with authenticity. Communicate with authority. Get rest. Messages are going to come to you in your sleep. If you have a hard time resting, there's waking sleep moments as well, where you can sit in a peaceful vibration and just allow the energies to flow through you. And for some of you, these energies, I'm telling you, they're flow through in like keys. I'm hearing keys and strings. It's melodies, it's harmonies, it's percussions. That's how sometimes these energies speak to you. That's like the first phase before you maybe start hearing the voices clearly. When you hear a thought, you know that the voice, the thought was set in, or the tone that might have been used isn't your own. And it's a calming tone like Alicia Keys. I don't know if somebody's favorite singer is Alicia. Maybe your name is Alicia. For all I know, you could be an Alicia that plays piano. You could be an Alex that plays piano and you like Alicia Keys. But it's something about the way she talks. I'm not talking about just like her singing. I mean her speaking voice. And that song, what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. If you listen to that song, when she says down, there's like a boom in the bass. That's important. That's like how the energies are moving. It's not about what she made the song for or the topic. It's about what that sentence is saying for your reading. Let's get one more card from here, and then we're going to get the Never Ending Tarot card and call it. We have equality with the Lilith energy here. Look, there's this energy that wants to be balanced, and it needs a proper exchange with you. I'm seeing the 6 pentacles. It's like a scales being held by Anubis' hand, and then on the side there's pentacles equaling the number of 6, and in the center is like the silhouette of the people whom this reading is for. There must be a proper exchange. Not all exchanges are going to be exactly equal though. Right? In some situations, some are going to need a little more, some are going to need a little less. But I feel like what you're trying to activate within yourself, it needs equal effort. It's that strong, it's that powerful. When it says focus, it means focus. When it says rest, it means rest. There won't be I feel compelled to sleep for 8 hours, but I'm only going to do 4. Nah, that's not equal exchange. This energy wants an equal exchange. Look, watch Pile 1 if you feel moved to. I'm telling you, you can't. Oh my gosh, like y'all listen. I'm being very mindful in what I say, because this is collective. It's not personal, and some personal things are trying to come through for y'all. We have cycles, and we have pleasure. Pleasure and temptation came out in Pile 1. And I told y'all, Bastet, her energy came in with the moon vibration. That's cycles, my dear. If you feel moved to watch both of these, do it. And comment your takeaways below. What other things you've noticed in the message as you were listening? Did you hear the tones and the sounds? Could you hear a name, a vibration? You don't have to say what the name is, especially if it's your soul name. That can be personal to you. But if you felt something, go ahead and comment below what it was. Listen. That is all she wrote right here. That is all she wrote. We got the moon card, mystery, the subconscious, and dreams. What did I tell you pile 1 was about? Bastet in her moon energy. Bas in her moon energy. Anubis came out in his own channeled message to you as your protector. And then showed the scale with the 6 saying, look, this is an equal exchange. The power activating in you needs you to put an equal effort. Now we got the moon. I just said y'all going to get messages in your dreams. And dreams is right there. Subconscious is right there. You're unraveling a mystery within yourself. Pow 2. That's your message, boo-boo. Let's not forget that also you got the magician card that came out here with the number 1 on it as well. There's a lot about tapping into your inner strength, learning it, mastering it, working from it, like literally working from it, darling. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. I pray that resonated for you.
Get your copy of Love Confession Cyber Edition. Link in bio.